The mission of P.R.E.P.A.R.E is to provide the private industry with training and information to prepare for and withstand any hazard that affects our region. Membership is open to all government and business personnel who have a vested interest in emergency preparedness.
Anybody who thinks that they would do well by having the information of how to make their businesses resilient during either an internal emergency or something, an emergency in the valley that affects everybody, which would pretty much be any business owner. All people should have this information to help them if a bad event occurs.
Members are encouraged to take Incident Command System courses, and upon completion will be issued special credentials as an indication of a prepared member of our community.
One of the numerous benefits that people that are involved with P.R.E.P.A.R.E get is lots of training from the government, and this is quality training. So you can take online courses through FEMA to get emergency management and preparedness training, and then at times the local agencies bring out trainers, national trainers, and offer that for free or sometimes for a minimal cost to come down and get emergency management training from these national entities. So it's a great benefit.
A representative from P.R.E.P.A.R.E will hold a seat at the Regional Emergency Operations Center to act as a contact during actual disasters. By having a P.R.E.P.A.R.E representative in the EOC, local government and local businesses have more open and efficient communication during an emergency.
One of the biggest paybacks of this group, and we found it in some of our community disasters, and unfortunately we've had a couple too many in our community, is that we have a seat at the EOC. And what that means is the private sector, the P.R.E.P.A.R.E Washoe Committee, has a representative that responds to the Emergency Operations Center when there's an emergency. And they are part of the team that works up there with emergencies and getting the information and getting the resources to where they're needed most.
Through training and information sharing, local businesses receive tools necessary to adequately plan and prepare, and social media to make sure the local business community is aware of emergency situations.
Our representative at the EOC not only uses the tools at the EOC to communicate with everyone, but we've opened a Facebook page. It's a very simple thing to do. It's a great way to communicate with our partners who can't all be up at the EOC during a disaster, but we put out information constantly throughout the hour, throughout the day, throughout the week of this disaster, and everybody knows what's going on. Everybody can offer their resources to each other, can ask for help, and communicate with people that they didn't even know were sharing the same problems.
Another important takeaway for local businesses are resources for developing their Continuity of Operations Plan, or COOP, the plan that aids with business sustainability during an emergency.
A good business continuity plan stretches all the way back to the individual at home, because without them being prepared, you won't have them to come in and help you support your business.
The studies have shown that after an emergency or a real world event, an earthquake, fire, things like that if businesses don't get back on their feet in a short period of time, they're going to fail. And nobody wants that to happen, obviously, so if you don't have a good continuity of operations plan, you have a higher probability of your business not being able to recover after an emergency.
The P.R.E.P.A.R.E Committee will conduct meetings at least once per quarter, and the chair will consist of representatives from the business community and local government.
We attend each other's quarterly forums, the P.R.E.P.A.R.E Washoe Forum, and we provide input in those types of forums. We answer questions around how can the business community help the county? How can we all be prepared in a like manner so that when we do have an issue, we all know how we can work together to respond. So we're doing a lot of partnering and a lot of background work behind the scenes so that we can be more effective if those times ever come.
The ability of private enterprise, private business to assist the government cannot be overemphasized, as they may have much better resources. They may have many more people and a quicker response to assist us. It's basically the citizens and people helping the government to help you during an emergency.
Working with the businesses, working with the public safety agencies, working with all the other utility providers and infrastructure providers, We have a very detailed level of planning. We do know what needs to happen when these incidents occur. I'll be honest with you, I'm impressed with what we hear, right down to some of the smaller businesses that are participating and the larger businesses, just how well prepared they are, how well thought out the processes are. And I think this region will survive a major event pretty well.
Be sure to visit and like the Prepare Washoe Facebook page. Join now the Preparedness Partnership Committee and help ensure now the sustainability of our community during a disaster.